This episode of Saints in Africa podcast is proudly brought to you by St. Eve Lodge and Spa. Here, luxury meets comfort, and every corner invites you to unwind and reconnect with yourself. It's a sanctuary where every detail whispers relaxation. This is a place to experience, to savor, to remember. Call or DM now to book your stay and make every moment unforgettable. Choose St. Eve. All contact details are in the description box.
Ladies and gents, today is the 14th of September 2025. Welcome to Saints in Africa. This is definitely where sinners keep on trying. My name is KG, all the way from Bloem in South Africa. And today I have my co-host along with our team members and with their families.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lebogang, as KG has said, and I'm the co-host for Saints in Africa podcast. And today we are starting with our official launch for this podcast. It has been a long journey. Many people have been waiting for this, and specifically the Africans have been waiting for their stories to be told. As you all know, that historically Africans are known of not recording their stories. Most of their stories are known of being verbal. But in Saints in Africa, we have realized that African stories are real and they make an impact and they can change the lives of many people, not only in Africa, but globally. And we want to take a journey as Saints in Africa podcast. And we want you, all of you to join us in this journey. We cannot do it alone. We want to start here in South Africa and reach out to all the parts of Africa and cross over the seas to global stage to cover the saints in Africa that have migrated from Africa to other parts of the world. So please walk with us as we introduce this journey to you. I hope you will enjoy our story and our beginning.
Remember to subscribe. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms at Saints in Africa podcast. Unfortunately, no one donated towards this launch, so the getaway is still available. But unfortunately, I can't donate, so no one is going to receive the getaway or surprise. If you would like to donate to this movement, we are in the beginning phase of our podcast. So if you want to donate, there is a link in the description box towards PayPal. And for those in South Africa, we have our account number. We have with us Small Voice. He's behind the mic. You won't be able to see him. We'll allow him to introduce himself at this stage.
Right, hello. Yes. Africans, I guess. My name is Tobati, and I'm the Small Voice. I think that's it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, for those in Bloemfontein and those that you've come across, actually know who you are and the voice. But for those who are watching for the first time, or for those that are watching from wherever you're watching for, we really appreciate it. Yeah. Are you excited about today, man?
Very much, KG. Let me start by introducing the story behind Africans.
Okay.
And how Africans interact with what we call Christianity or the gospel of Jesus Christ. And throughout the ages and for many decades, many people have thought that Africans do not believe in Jesus Christ, do not believe in God. But we know that Africans has a rich history of believing in God, even though they may call him by different names. You know, Africa, we have many languages. And one of the languages they call God Nkulunkulu. In other languages they call him Tiko, Shashamacholo. But all those names, they add up to one being, a supreme being. And we want to create a narrative and connect the dots and show the world that really Africans, they have a rich history and a supreme being whom we call God, and all those names that I have mentioned, that Africans have spoken to God from the beginning. And to mention a few examples, Africans in the beginning didn't have places of worship that have been built with mortar and brick. They chose mountains to be places where they can connect with the heavens, connect with God, or connect with their forebears, whom we call ancestors. So in that mountain, or in those mountains, that is where they practice certain rituals which are symbolical to the gospel of Jesus Christ. And they are not running parallel, but they connect to Jesus Christ. And through this podcast, we want to assure and reassure Africans out there that indeed you originated from a supreme being who is Heavenly Father. You are not isolated, and I am not of a belief that religion crossed the sea through ships. That is not true. Before it came, Africans had many forms and many ways of connecting to God. So we are going to capture those stories as we go along and connect them and show the saints that these stories of Africans really they emanated or they come from the supreme being who is God.
Speaking of mountains, on the 22nd of March 2025, we had a privilege of hiking towards the mountain in Tabanch, towards a cave actually. And it was an epic moment for those that went there. We're going to have such events. Not forgetting that we are sponsored by St. Eve Spa and Lodge. We're recording live from the venue. And should you find yourself in Bloemfontein and you have no place to sleep, or you want a massage treat, Banyana Gaiti, the ladies, they love nails. Please do contact them. The contact details are in the description box, so they can hook you up with the best in town. Also, not forgetting Primapex Travel. It's a company that deals with traveling agency. Like, it's a traveling agency company. So if you would like to contact them, their details are in the description box. How do you feel, Small Voice?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. And that day, Lebogang said something about this, what is it, saints. And I found it interesting when I looked up the word saint, especially the etymology of the word, or the root of the word. I found that saint comes from a Latin word which is sanctus, which means holy. And then when I looked up holy itself, its roots, holy comes from an old Germanic language, which means to become, what is it, complete, or to become whole. So what I find interesting is that a saint does not necessarily mean somebody who's already whole, but somebody who is becoming whole, or somebody who is becoming holy. So that's I found that interesting.
I must say, speaking of saints, this is a platform, ladies and gents, platform of becoming a better version of yourself. Hence the slogan, where sinners keep on trying. So this is a place where you can feel safe to share your story about your journey of life and becoming a better saint. On the line we have Sister Joel, all the way from Pretoria. She's joining us through Riverside FM. How are you feeling today, Sister Joel?
I am feeling great and quite blessed that day to be a part of this show. Quite privileged.
What are your thoughts about this movement?
Speaking on, also adding on what has already been said, that it's such a blessing that finally we get to have a platform from where we can share our stories as Black people. I think it was quite wisely spoken to say Black people have stories, but unfortunately they go forgotten, they go unnoticed because they're not recorded. And this is such a humbling opportunity because as saints, as Christians, the journey of Christianity is such a personalized journey. The journey of becoming a better person is such a personalized one. And it is such a big testimony that one would actually share and change lives, not just in Africa, but throughout the world. But as saints in Africa, if we are given this opportunity, then it means that within us, within our silence, as a community of saints, as a community of Christians, we get to grow, we get to come out, we get to solve together, pray together, laugh together, share memories, share stories, share testimonies, and actually realize that we all love our Heavenly Father. We have all been God-fearing people. We are all striving to be God-fearing people. And how you go about it and how I go about it can actually come together, and we can actually bless each other in our stories and that. So it's quite an honor. I'm happy to be part of it, and I know that God has actually assigned all of us, even those people that we are yet to meet, those stories that we are yet to hear, so that we can have a better world, a better environment where saints can actually become, Black people can actually become saints, become Christians from wherever they come from however their situations or however their environments are.
Thank you so much, Sister Joe. Speaking of knowing that we are appointed to be part of this journey, we have stories that we can share with you guys. Just to mention one, I'm hijacking our cameraman's story. So at one point when we were starting this journey, Simpiwe can attest. You can turn on your mic where I actually forget to mention a few things, then you can just engage. But first of all, I'd like Simpiwe to introduce himself. He's our camera guy.
I guess good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in today's show. So, my name is Simpiwe Stat, and well, I've been graced as well to be part of this great team. I think yes. Thank you. That's it from me.
Yeah, that's simply, ladies and gents, brothers and sisters. So there was this point where we didn't have a camera to record some of the events that we are going to record in the future. So got a guy from Facebook Market, left to go meet him up nearby waterfront in Bloemfontein. So during this time where I'm in contact with this guy, telling him where I am, Simpiwe actually had an appointment in waterfront just to go run his errands. And the rain was going to hit very hard. And I was sitting in my car with the window rolled down all the way down. And what happened is he was just passing by, and he said, actually, I was looking at this car, but I wondered, what did you say? Can you say it?
So what happened is, as soon as I saw KG's car, I did not actually think it was his car, but I noticed the window was open and the rain was going to pour anytime soon. And I wasn't worried about myself. I don't know why I would be worried about another person's car when I was gonna be also caught in the rain. But in my worry, I even said it out loud. I was like, where is the owner of this car? And then as soon as I said that, I remember KG was kind of chilled back in his seat. So he kind of uh, got up from the seat and I could see his face and I was like, hey, KG. So yeah, that's when I noticed that it was him. And so I went in the car. Then he explained to me that he was about to meet with a guy he was communicating from Facebook Market.
To actually buy the camera, and we engaged with the guy. One could say it's a coincidence, but we believe that it was a miracle from God. Um, Many of us in this team have prayed about this movement, and everyone has had a piece of their revelation, a piece of their own miracles to say this is deemed to happen. Well, we have guests, they're part of our team, and perhaps they can share just a few. I must say that Madibu is standing in the place of someone for today. um, but yeah, let's introduce our co-host. You can actually turn the mic, but make sure that. Huh? Okay, she says for now no. But it's cool.
This is the point where you now show a picture of me where I look pretty.
Thank you, babe.
There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saints in Africa. I am Nyakalo Mati. Ke ngwana Monise ka tlhago. Ke ngwana Lesotho, ke ngwana Moshweshwe. Grateful to be a part of this opportunity. This has been a long time coming. I'm shocked right now when KG says in March the hike happened, and we're now in September. You guys will get to see the visuals of that hike. I did not get to be a part of it because of the same reason I'm not sitting on that side of the camera. But this is a place where honestly, saints, African saints, we're going to gather, we're going to communicate, we're going to talk, we're going to share on our experiences and help each other in building Zion here in Africa, because we are his children. We belong to him. I am a child of God. I am created in his image. I am destined for greatness. And that's what all Africans are, destined for greatness. I look forward to the conversations we'll have across the African continent. I'm excited for all that I'll get to learn. And as we journey together, we ask that you be patient with us, viewers, because we're learning, we're growing. We're doing this with almost zero knowledge, but learning along the way. One thing I'll say is our host has been tenacious in getting this done, and we are grateful for his prayers and for getting this amazing team together. But I cannot mention our host and his tenacity without thanking his wife, who encourages him. Who finds a wife finds a good thing. And I will say, guys, he did well. In this regard, he did very well. But welcome to Saints in Africa. Walk with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And KG, our host have said a mouthful that we cannot take credit alone. We have the support of our wives, we have support of family members, not only them, but members of the community who have had this interest to hear their stories told. And I want to mention as one of the team members that Saints in Africa podcast is not a church.
Thank you very much for mentioning that.
We do not misunderstand what we are saying and what we have said. I think Small Voice have mentioned the origin of the word saint.
Exactly.
And by now you understand that saint is someone who keeps on trying. And Saints in Africa will reach out and capture the story of an African true shepherd who takes the whole day in different kind of weathers, storms, in heat, dusty, and they go after the cattle, looked after the cattle, raise cattle. And remember those cattle, maybe 60% of African children who have graduated, who are now occupying higher positions, be it in government, be it in private sector, they benefited from the sweat and labor of that shepherd. We are not only going to talk about the shepherd of the East, the ones that we read in the Bible alone. We want to tell Africans and the whole world that we have shepherds in Africa. And in their plight, in their moment of being there alone in the field with cattle, they connect with nature, they connect with God, and they offer their silent prayers. And I want to mention again, because many people, they believe that Africans pray ancestors. Saints in Africa podcast is going to clarify that Africans do not worship ancestors. We do not pray ancestors. But Africans pose a question to the world. Do people who have passed on through death pray where they are? Yes, Saints in Africa say they pray. But a big question will be, what do they pray about, our African ancestors? They pray that the commotion that is happening here among the Africans, the wars between nationalities, dintwa tsa bana ba mpa, bana ba mpa ba lwantshana le bana ba mofuta o le mong. But what ba hlokahetseng, or those people who have passed on, they pray that there may be peace, there may be unity, there may be harmony. They pray. Africans do not pray them, but where they are, they pray that their posterity, things may be bright for them. That is the narrative of Saints in Africa podcast.
Thank you so much, Dr. Madi. I must actually thank your wife for being part and parcel of the journey as well. Maybe she can share a few just right after I say a few words. Hey, Dr. Madibu always calls me. A day doesn't pass by without him sending a text message or having a call with him, giving me ideas as to how we can go about this movement. So I really appreciate the efforts that you are also taking. And maybe she can say a few words. Maybe she can introduce herself. Just to introduce yourself.
Ke Mosotho.
Yeah.
Ke mosadi wa Mosotho.
Mosadi wa Mosotho.
Yo. Ke lebitso ke Tshwanelo Matibo. Ke tswalo ha Makolwane. Le nna ke ngwanana wa Moshweshwe. Ha Mogadinyane, Thupa Dikaka. So ke nyetswe Thabantsho. Ke Lebogang Shadrack Matibo. So nna ka bokgutshwane nka re ka ba lebohisa. Ka lebohisa ntate Modimo a be le bona. go fitlhela toro ya bona e phethahala, ba na le poleke ya bona, ba na le everything e ba e tlhokang ya ntho tse ba di batlang bophelong. So ntate Modimo a lebelle bona ba dule ba tshepile ntate Modimo. Re tlo dula re ba tsheditse ka metlha le matsatsi. Everyday la re rapela ra ba kenya. So ke a leboha.
Thank you so much, Sister Madi. Thank you so much. Yeah, ladies and gents, that's the team. I must say, I actually should say, we also thank Ntate Mati. And I believe we should say a few words. And followed by that, he will be followed by Sister Mosi Junior, my wife.
Humble greetings, Madume. Ke mooki Didi Mati. Yeah, Court of God. Thanks, Kish. Where I am, really the sense that everyone already who has spoken and expressed regarding this effort has been a refreshing and a great thing in my eyes, my ears. The context of my appreciation really has to do with a lot of noise and winds, boisterous winds, I might add, that are blowing the world. Many ideas, many confusion, a lot of lack of peace. And when it is that God is the center or the heart of any such effort, discussion, or contemplation, it brings peace to my heart because I know that peace will find all those who search Him and seek His face. Roche, all are His children. And my hope is that it's a knowledge that we all will come to recognize because it's not a new thing. That we are journeying, but not alone. In all of life's seasons, there's power in our identity. To be short, I really am all in goodwill for what this effort has come to and appreciating those that have, against the odds thus far, made it possible. The graces of things made are those that have taken from contributions of many, in many forms. So whether our participation and appreciation of the effort goes with vocals, you sharing your story, whether it is in you away from where it's recorded, sharing with another person who in your own conversations, in your own spaces, you will recognize, but hey, there's a link to this. Something happening down there from South Africa for the world that is valuable. I hope we all play our own parts to connect each other to these stories and ultimately to our origins and creator. KG, I tend to be taller than I am, measured in physique. So can I leave it there? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Dumelang, ka lebitso ke Nasipati Musi, the wife to KG. I really don't know what to say, but I have to say that we are all here because of God, and I'm really happy I'm overwhelmed. I just want to wish the team all the best. I know that they will do great things, and I'm looking forward to that. I had some sleepless nights planning something that I'm not part of. um, yeah, I'm just so much happy and grateful. Um, I know that you're going to change everyone's lives by sharing the stories. Um, you'll get the inspiration to invite people to come to your podcast and tell their stories. We all have different backgrounds, different journeys in this life. And I know that you guys taking this path is going to change someone else's life out there. And as it says, since in Africa, where sinners keeps on trying, we are all sinners. We are trying each and every day. And with this podcast, I know you also have your stories that you're going to share with us. Um, it's just one step at a time. And I know one day maybe I'll see you on the news getting interviewed, and I will know your journey. And all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We must rectify a statement there. Our families are part of this movement, isn't it so?
Perfect.
Perfectly said.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
they're part of it.
Perfect.
They're part of it. Well, ladies and gents, this is Saints in Africa podcast. I must mention again, we are sponsored by St. Eve Spa and Lodge. We're recording live from it. Sister Joe, do you have maybe one of your family members behind there or that wishes to say something?
No, that I
No.
don't have anyone.
All
Sorry
right.
about that.
No problem. You must tell them that we love them. We really appreciate their efforts. Same to you, small voice. And Simpiwe, same to you. We really appreciate the efforts. Is there anything else that that you wish to say before we wrap up?
Thank you, Keiji, for being our wonderful host. We have heard the background story of where Saints in Africa come from. It is not about us, it is about Africans
Exactly.
and people who have interest in Africans.
Exactly.
And the stories that have been hidden for many centuries. I am overwhelmed looking back where we come from. When it started, it was just like a dream that will never come true. It was like a forest that is very far away. But we have seen the hand of the Lord. It is not about what we know. I think our host, Nia Nyakalomati, said it, that we are learning. And we acknowledge that we are children of God and we are open to be taught by Him. So, because we know that He is the source and the origin of wisdom. So, we want to invite everyone out there to become part of this movement. Go to our Facebook page, Saints in Africa, follow the page, like our stories that we posted there, and maybe comment. Visit our YouTube page, invite others to follow and to like and to subscribe. And as we go along, KJ, I do not want to let the cat out of the bag.
All right.
Because episodes that are coming will be fascinating, will be interesting. I can see them in my head already. And
that's nice.
I want everyone to brace themselves and to join with us. And I invite all the saints in America who have been part of this journey, who have been here on the soil of Bloemfontein, Free State, Lesotho, through missionary service and other assignments, to follow this movement and to spread love, to spread saints in Africa wherever you are, because you have been here in Africa and you have seen the better part of Africa. Most of them, when they came, KG, they knew Africa to be a wild forest, to be a place where you can see a lion passing on the street or a cheetah running before the house. But they got to see the beauty of Africa. They got to see the fascinating part of Africa. And most of them, honestly so, they have mentioned with their mouths that they have learned a lot from the stories of Africans. And they came back to their original places being different, being better versions of themselves.
Thank you so much, Ndati Madi. I believe co-host wants to say something as well.
Very quick one. One of our apostles, of Elder Jeffrey R. Holland, was in Burundi in October of 2010, and he said the following: Africa has been held in reserve by the Lord. Africa will someday be seen as a bright land full of gospel, hope, and happiness. We already know this. That is why we're here right now, to share those stories, to show the world how bright a land we are and the hope and happiness that we have. We are no longer held in reserve. It is our time to shine as Africans. It is our time for our voices to be heard. It's time for our stories to be told by us in our voice. So saints, whatever language, whatever diaspora, we have technology. It will translate. We will understand each other. Oka Sotho. I wanted to say Oka Setswana, but I don't know how to say that. But kuluma, teta, whatever it is you need to do, let us share our story in our voices.
Thank you so much. Small voice before we wrap up.
Yeah. Africa is quite unique compared to other continents. I will compare it to computers. I'm sure you will understand me. But I'll try to make it easy for everyone so that it is, I'm not too deep. Like a computer program can either be like written in source code or object code. But basically source code, it's like that original one, and then object code, it is later translated and by the machine so that you know it's readable by the machine. The machine understands what it means and so on. So comparing it to Africa, it's like we are this original thing. Everything starts here. I don't know if you've noticed. Everything from the beginning, everything started here. Mathematics was discovered here. Writing, it's Africans. What is it? Science and so on. And then it went to the diaspora, and then they made it better. They made it better. But the problem with us Africans, we have this problem of not recording down what we discover or what we invent, so to speak. So I think this is an opportunity for us as Africans to go back to these things which we have invented, or these things we have created from scratch, so that the whole world knows these things. And in this case, I'm talking in spiritual terms. Africans are extremely spiritual. Africans are extremely spiritual. We have faith here. There are stories, faith promoting stories that are going to come out so that everyone knows exactly how much faith Africans are. So I'm looking forward to those things. I'm looking forward to telling our stories as Africans. I'm looking forward to getting everyone to understand what Africans are actually about. I'm looking forward to us teaching the world about us. Yes.
Thank you so much, Small Voice. It's quite strange that I call him Small Voice. But yeah. Host Joe, do you have something to say before we wrap up, or you good?
I'm goodness. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gents, that's about it. Saints in Africa podcast, where sinners keep on trying. We recorded live from St. Eve Lodge and Spa, situated in Bloemfontein. The address is 21 York Road in Bayswater, South Africa. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Remember to follow our pages. The links are in the description box, as well as the contact details of our sponsors. If you want to donate to this movement, we do have the link to the PayPal, and also you can be able to donate on other what is this kind of account details. So if you need those account details, you can inbox us on Saints in Africa or DM us on Saints in Africa social media page, which is the Facebook page. Sorry, sometimes my mind wants to shut down. All right, but it's part of the journey. So if you want to share your story, also our email is in the description box, including all those social media platforms. Ladies and gents, this is Saints in Africa podcast where sinners keep on trying. We out.
This has been a long time coming. I'm shocked right now when KG says in March the hike happened, and we're now in September. You guys will get to see the visuals of that hike. I did not get to be a part of it because of the same reason I'm not sitting on that side of the camera. But this is a place where, honestly, saints, African saints, we're going to gather, we're going to communicate, we're going to talk, we're going to share on our experiences and help each other in building Zion here in Africa, because we are his children. We belong to him. I am a child of God. I am created in his image. I am destined for greatness. And that's what all Africans are, destined for greatness.